Hello, my name is Rachel Bletstein, and welcome to my video of successful articulation in Schumann's Album for the Young, Opus 68, number 8, The Wild Horseman. This piece has a lot of different aspects to it that we can teach students, but what I'd like to focus on is articulation and dynamics. We have staccato and legato, and we also have two-note slurs with sforzandos. We also have dynamics as mezzo forte and using crescendos as well. So how I would like to begin this video is to let you hear a little bit of the first line so you can hear all these details. The transition of the two-note slur to staccato can be tricky. For a successful two-note slur, we need to have two things. We need to have a gesture for the student. So we need a down-up motion with finger 4 and 2. And we also need to make sure that the student is using all of their arm weight. It cannot be tense. So how I would have the student practice that is I would have the teacher close the piano lid, and I would have them play the rhythm in the left hand and the melody in the right hand, actually practicing those two-note slurs. Students can also have a sense of meter when they're doing this. It's very helpful for the tempo. I would also have them practice two-note slurs in a scale. So for example, a C major scale, using all of their arm weight, and that's again fingers 4 and 2. So what I would first do is I would have the students sight read the left hand so they can get a sense of the harmony, which is a 1-4-5 pattern in A minor. And I would play the right hand. Then I would explain to them about the B section and how that differs. So we have the melody being in the left hand, and it's an F major. It's still marked forte, but because it's the B section and because it's in a major key, I think we can play a little bit lighter. Another very important aspect about this piece is that the students need to use correct fingering because they will be doing crossing over. For example, in this B section, they need to cross over with 2, and that's also a two-note slur. So we want to make sure that our students have proper fingering with the correct addition. I am using Schirmer's addition, and the fingering works out pretty well for the student. So I'd like to play a little bit of the B section. Another thing with this piece is we want to talk to the student about balance, melody versus accompaniment. So obviously in this section we would bring out the left hand more. And in the A section we would bring out the right hand because the melody is in the right hand. We also want to talk about form. So as I said before, ABA. After the B section we go back to the A section, which they already know. And I think we can be a little bit louder and a little bit more extensive with the articulation in the second A section because it is the end of the piece. So now I would like to play this piece for you. you know a little bit more about articulation in this piece and how we can teach it to students. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good one.